Hi, my name is Gary Berger at Berger Law. I wanted to visit with you guys about a case that we had that we settled for $5 million against a national truck company. Our client in June of 2013, early morning hours of June 15th on that date, was leaving River City Casino going out to Broadway. He passed through a green traffic signal and a tractor trailer traveling south on Broadway hit him. It was a terrible crash. Both vehicles were thrown about. The cargo of the tractor trailer went everywhere, and both drivers died. We were hired by the family to help the deceased driver recover from the trucking company, and we immediately did so. We had an investigator on the scene. I was on the scene, and we established and got good evidence. It was tough because it was an early morning hour crash, but we got the photos from the area media, and we were able to file suit and aggressively pursue the case. It had a lot of interesting twists and turns, one of which was we opened an estate for the deceased truck driver, tractor trailer driver, as a creditor to that estate, thereby making the case stay in the city of St. Louis where we had filed it rather than being removed to federal court. We also obtained some amazing evidence. We had our investigator show with the skid marks that the tractor trailer was traveling to the left of the yellow line and across the center of the road, which gets us the wrong side of the road jury instruction in the state of Missouri. We're able to show as well as we could that the tractor trailer violated the red electric signal because there happened to be some actually police officers a ways down who were sitting there, and when they looked up, they didn't see the lights right at the time of the crash, but shortly thereafter they saw the lights, and that was good evidence for us. We were able to get the black box or the electronic data recorder from the EDR from the tractor trailer to show the speed at the time. We were able to immediately get the autopsy and the toxicology reports showing good evidence to support us in the case as well. We aggressively litigated the case as we always do, trying to show the federal standards and other regulations that were violated in this case. We got the hours of service and the time logs of the defendant driver. We were able to obtain other interesting information. We interviewed his family members and other folks to get good evidence. We were able to mediate the case, and we did not settle at mediation. We refused to. We walked away, and the defendants went to their board of directors to get additional authority to get the $5 million that we settled the case for. The deceased driver was a great guy, was parenting his 4-year-old son, but he had not had a paternity order showing he was the father. So but there was a case pending. So we actually had to posthumously, after he was posthumously, after he died, we were able to go in and get an order saying he was the father of this child. We set up a conservatorship with this child grandparents or our deceased client's father, and open up a conservatorship estate. We also established an estate for his death so that we could run through and the proceeds from the settlement. We're able to put a very large amount of money in a structured settlement for the child to pay him monthly amounts to support him while he's young, to pay him for college, to buy him a new house, to give him the benefits that his deceased father could not, to try to make up for that. It's hard and maybe impossible to put a price on that. But we had various probate cases as well. So one of the interesting aspects of this case was not only the intense litigation to prove the trucking company was negligent, grossly negligent, to get that good information to establish that the death was their fault, the trucking company as well as the drivers, but also the way we've managed it and took care of this child to make sure that these proceeds were protected from anybody and used exclusively for him, because ultimately that's who our client was. Some of the details of the settlement, as I've just described to you in the case, were set out in this Missouri Lawyers Weekly article, where it's discussed. Certainly not all the details, but we were certainly featured in the Missouri legal newspaper about the case. So if you have any questions about a trucking case, wrongful death case, how to navigate these in probate, structured settlements, or whatnot, please give me a call. Gary Berger at 314-542-2222. Visit us at burgerlaw.com or contact us. Thank you.